I have finally got my hands on and played Planet Coaster 2 for the very first time. I got to play a bit of the career mode and the sandbox mode, so I got to get hands on with building different roller coasters and rides in general. And honestly, I noticed a lot of different things that are brand new to the game that I never thought we'd see coming. There's new special features on certain water rides, some of the new flat rides are incredible, and building some of the flumes and sort of the pools is a lot of fun. A massive thank you to Frontier once again for letting me play the game early, and if you want to see a video where I talk about the coaster builder and the drop tracks and everything like that, then after this video, go and watch the one in the top right, or it'll be on screen at the end. Now, if you do want to enjoy this video and you want to see more Planet Coaster 2 content in the future, then please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. So I'm actually going to start off with the trailer that they released very recently to do with the brand new game. And this includes new looks at certain coaster types and even the date it's releasing. And I'm going to stick my headphones on for this one because why not? And here we go then. We've got to look at a massive theme park here. Got so many different rides, coasters. Oh, there goes a dive coaster, and they're diving into a pool. I like that. And here we go. Oh my god, look at that park. The lazy river. There you go, water parks, coasters. There's some switch tracks. We love that if you haven't seen my previous video. The scenery brush in use, even the pathing tool as well. Some blueprints. Everything about this game is just insane. What next? Some more seating. One of the mascots. People. There we go, making a pool in the middle of the lazy river. Look how good that looks. All the animatronics and the effects. Diving into the pool again. Oh, we're in a different pool now. Reach new creative heights. Look, there's a new flat ride. Looks very nice. Some of the scenery you can add to different trains on the roller coasters. Going through the Flume building. We'll take a look at that today. He just died. You've got vendors here. You can change their t-shirt colour. That's quite cool. Lifeguards with the lifeguard chairs. Oh my god, you can do so much in this game, and I haven't even played it for more than 2 hours. There's like your water distributor and pumps and stuff, which are going to be very useful in the game. And a ride's broken down, and it's raining. Weather. You can share your rides to the Planet Coaster Frontier Workshop, and that will be cross-platform, I think, so very cool. And here we have a look at the 13 style Intamin multi-dimension coaster with the drop track. There you go. Planet Coaster 2, and come in sit for November. Hey! There is actually a bit after this as well. As you can see, pre-order now, and you get the deluxe edition with vintage funfair rides. So you get all of these ones. What the hell is buoyancy? That looks weird. You got some coaster types and sort of ride car things from the previous game, and also you get the FD Vision, which is very much like a Phantom Manor, is it? The Intamin water coaster, which hopefully has a vertical lift on it, and that flat ride from the previous game as well. And then there's even this bit right at the end, which is interesting. Under construction. The Adventure Pack. No, don't start playing again. Now, if you don't remember, there was a thing called the Adventure Pack in the original game, so I would imagine that's just going to be this, but maybe with a new coaster type or two. But that said, the trailer wasn't the only thing we're going to be covering in this video, because I also got to play the game and have a look at some of the different flat rides, water rides, and even try out the career mode. So let's dive into the footage that I have of me failing to play the game. As you can see, we have the new loading screen. This is going into the career mode that we got to play for about 40 minutes or so, and I couldn't get my head around it, so I was stuck there for way longer. And as you can see, it might be a bit laggy because I was playing on someone else's computer, but like, look at how nice these cinematics and stuff are. There's like a whole storyline at the top with voice actors and everything. It's amazing. And here was my first ever go at building a pool. As you can see, I'm using the draw tool. We were supposed to build this in a different area of the park, but I didn't really understand, so I ended up building it on the wrong side. And there you go, you've got a pool right in front of us. It's got a nice boundary to it, and it's actually got no sort of stairs or diving boards or anything. So we need to add them. And here we have the path builder as well that I was trying to use. I put some changing rooms down over on the left hand side, and I wanted to join them up with this pathway, so I was using the line builder tool, and it was very confusing at first, because just look, what the hell did I do to my swimming pool? But I eventually sat there and thought, sod it, I ain't building a pool, I'm building a water slide. And as you can see, we could build any of these. We have the raft flume, the mat flume, the inner tube flume just above that as well, the double inner tube flume, the body slide wide, the body slide normal, and the body flume. And I decided to build the raft slide because why not? As you can see, to start the build, you have to place down a platform, and you can make the platform as big as you want, or you can keep it at that one singular square. And then you switch the tab on the right to where you want to start your flume, and I didn't realize how big that flume was going to be. And as you can see, it's a lot like building a roller coaster, and they do have the upwards conveyor belt and jets on some of them too. Yeah, I pretty much kept building this. I was lagging a little bit as I was doing it, and I almost put a fly trap in the floor. And then I got told that I was building in the complete wrong end of the park, so I had to restart. And I put in some blueprint slides and pools, and as you can see, that is one of the blueprint pools, and the slide that I'm putting down is one of them too. But I did want to make one of those Master Blaster-esque raft rides or water slides, so I did just that. So as you can see, I used that later down the line, and we sort of had that uprise of the jets of water. And you can really see how quick you can build these slides. Look, I'm literally building like turns at a rapid pace, and then we sort of go down a little bit and we go over the water. Thought that might be quite cool. And as you can see, I've put the transparent tube on as well. You can do that, and then you can make the end of the flume with a run out lane. Perfect. And I thought that was the end of all that. You know, I'd finished the whole flume. It looked fine. I spent about 20 minutes after that trying to actually make the raft make its way to the end. And then when I did, people came through way too fast out of their boats and just ended up not even sitting in the flume anymore. Just look at how busy that pool is. The DigitalDan water park is the best in the world. I got to look at some of the different shops and facilities that you then have to link up to the sort of power generators, and at first I was very, very confused by it, but you do eventually find your way very easily. It's just if you have my brain, you won't. And then eventually I completed that career, the bronze objectives. It would have taken me way quicker if I actually built everything on the right side of the park at first. As you can see, we're loading into the sandbox game, and there's new biomes. This is a tiger biome, and it looks absolutely lovely. The buses taking guests in rather than just a black hole in the middle of nowhere. And then this is where I first got a look at the new flat rides. So I'm gonna have to try and be quick, because as you can see, I was going super fast already. We have the 360 power, the Behemoth Swing 360, big wheel, board slide, bumping derby, collider, forge. These are all ones I think we already had in the game anyway. Frenzy Frill, that's a new one definitely. The hammer swing, I think that's an S&S Scream and Swing. See, I know my stuff. Helion Ring, Insanity, Iron Claw. Again, these are all ones we've already had in the game. Kickflip. Again, another one. Mecha Roller, which is a sort of a double-sided Ripsaw-esque thing. Monsoon Chute, which is that massive splash ride. The Overpower, which is the classic Ripsaw model. Parallelogram. They finally put a magic carpet into Planet Coaster. Polarity, that's a new one as well, I think. Radius, if you want to scroll down. Yep, come on. Come on. Synchronize, which is the Zamperla Nebulas, and that was very exciting. So much so that I built one. Because why not? But you've seen the Zamperla Nebulas and a few others in there that are brand new. Very nice additions. What we're going to look at now is the tracked rides. The cable car, the family train, that's brand new. The ghost train, that's from the original Planet Coaster. Same with the go-kart and the monorail. We've got a narrow log flume, which is the classic log flume. The powered automated vehicle, that's back. River Rapids. The single-decker bus, that's brand new too, but we saw that in the Gamescom previews. We got a Mack-powered four-seater tram-type rides. Yeah, a steamboat, as we've seen in the previous game. The steam train railroad as well, and a wide log flume like Splash Mountain. That is very cool to see, that one. But what really piqued my interest was the log flume, because we spoke about it having turntables and stuff like that, so I wanted to see how they actually look in game. What I did is I scrolled across to this page here, and as you can see, you can do some turntables forwards, left, right, whichever way you want to go with them, you can do that. But what probably confused me the most is if you look on the right hand side, why on earth is there a vertical loop? So curiosity piqued, and I clicked it. And what was it? It was a vertical lift. And here that lift is in action, although I was covering it. Please, get it off the screen. There we go. Oh my god. That's the vertical lift in action. Very, very cool. But that is genuinely awesome to see, and I'm so glad they've added more features to the water rides as well. Obviously, from there, I then built the coasters, and you may have seen this in the previous video, so if you have, keep watching, because I'm not just going to talk about them. You can obviously now add scenery to the sides and sort of on the front car of the roller coaster train, so that's very cool. Gonna stick a massive rock on the front of mine so no one can see out of it. As mentioned in a previous video, the color schemes you can use on all the flat rides and the actual coasters themselves are so widely various now. The tool in which you can use to scale up and scale down items and sort of like trees and stuff is so useful, and I've used it for about 10 seconds, and I know it's going to be life-changing. And I do really like the scenery items they have, and you can actually snap certain pieces that don't go via the grid, if that makes sense, to the grid, which is very helpful for lining scenery up against walls and stuff. So again, life-changing. Because I only had less than 2 hours to play this game, I have missed out on so many different aspects that I could have easily covered. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next Planet Coaster 2 videos, which there will be a lot of them. Oh, and if you want to watch the video about drop tracks and all the coaster builder stuff, which is insane, then click here. Click on screen right now. Yep, that video. You know you want to.